And we are live. Welcome you guys to another episode of Takumi Night Court Let's Play. So today we're going to be playing some Street Race Syndicate because that was basically the only thing that I had that it was for basically $2. I was surprised of how much this thing costed, especially for a game like this that it was in my childhood. So it was very interesting about this memories. And this was basically, I had this game for my GameCube, which actually I think I still have. Yeah, I still have it for my GameCube. And I just basically been playing it. Like I think I'm like with the GTR and stuff like that. But this is a new game, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the new game. So this was basically when the Fast and the Furious first season, and it was basically the years of the 2000s where they were basically full of racers, and don't expect like T56 turbos, NOS, Oro exhaust, just all that kind of stuff. So I think I'm going to go ahead and at least do this first. I'm going to go ahead and do an Ironman, because when you do an Ironman, you win a car. So it's probably best for it to do an Ironman challenge, especially with this type of game. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pick the good old GTR Skyline. Fastest cars in the game. Just go with, I'm gonna go with auto. But the coolest part is that when you actually when you try to do an Ironman challenge, you have 3 rounds, or depending on 4. Usually if the game after when you defeat all those rounds without losing, you would win a car. Basically with the easy challenge, you would win a Toyota Terreno, which I actually thought that it was actually pretty cool that you get to win a Terreno and play it a whole lot. And then the medium one, you would win a RX-8 Monster Speed, which that's a JDM one. And then after that, when you win the hard challenge, I think you either win a or something like that. It's very hard to remember. I haven't played this game in a very long time, so it's like good old deja vu. But so it's yeah, there's been some places that where you win either an RX-7 or a Lancer Evolution. I think I don't remember quite off, because there were actually cars such as the Monster Speed and the different cars to work on. So yeah, this is I still think it's really awesome, this game. So I guess I'll be starting to play this a little bit more often. I also got some different games too. I got in Test Drive Unlimited 2 for the PC, so hoping to expect that later on, until I figure out the kinks of what's going on with it. There have been some issues of it not seeing its full resolution in the game, so I just try to keep it at least at 30 megabit per second. I mean, frames per second. I think megabit. I don't know. I might be thinking dumb right now, but anyways, just stay tuned. Pretty sure we'll be going back to TDU2. I tried my best to get TDU2 on my Twitch account with the 360, but unfortunately, when I tried playing it on my Xbox One with that capture card that is built into it, it was like, nope. It wouldn't allow me, because it wasn't an Xbox One official game. It just saw it as an application, and that's all you could get. Because I kind of meant to admit that was an application, because when you use the Gamecaster on the Xbox One, it's basically running on an application while running a game at the same time. So, and usually there were times that if I did try playing music on the Xbox One, it would either stop the recording, that would be an A, or B, you would not hear. I would be the only one hearing it, and y'all would not hear it in the background. So it's basically Twitch's app not accepting the fact that you're only there to play Xbox One games, but when you play it on a PS4, like if you had a capture card on the PS4, which there's not, but even so for future reasons. But really, I think it's just there because it's for copyright stations. So, which I kind of understand that at some point. So I just say, you know what, screw it. Once I get a computer, I'll continue playing my other games. And guess what I did? So I really do like it. I finally, this is no longer my friend's computer. He decided to give it to me. So I guess I have an official working desktop Mac computer. So basically, the Mac version will not be used in this system. I think I'm just going to stick with Windows for a little while, since Windows is more compatible with these type of games. But the specs are basically the same as my laptop back when I was using not the one that I had before. I think a couple of videos, but it was like a year ago since I used that last video, and let me tell you, that thing ran okay. The only issue I had with it was basically with the Intel HD 4000, which this is an HD 4000, but I'm using more stabler software, and also I'm using the processor Max. Like, I don't know if you guys see it right now, but on the top left corner, it's showing all my frames a second, my CPU, and my timer. It's basically running on its max right now, especially playing with this game. So I don't really know if we can even run Test Drive Unlimited 2 on here without it bottlenecking so bad that basically it's not playable. So as I said, I am building. Even though I have this computer now, but it doesn't mean that I am going to build a custom game computer. That's still on my list. Probably get a Core i5 with GTX 1070 or something VR ready and stuff like that, so we can start focusing on some stuff like VR chat and stuff like that. By the way, I did VR chat. It's really good. Because especially I see celebrities like, no offense, but yeah, if y'all guys ever heard of Ricky Berwick, yeah, I would rather, this is basically for adult consumers, because really, if you want to see Ricky Berwick, he's basically a disabled person that he's crippled, which has a disgusting face. He eats McDonald's all day, and he makes disgusting, inappropriate stuff with his tongue. So I would recommend you, if you are not 18, best stay away. So that's my number one caution for you. If you're not 18, stay away. I mean, when I actually first found out, I was disgusted, but then after that, I found like other people liked them too, like such as Boogie2988, really good guy, Planet Dolan, Hellbit, and other people. So I decided to join. If you can't beat him, join him. So I followed him. I basically watched his videos. I kinda got used to it later on. Like, it wasn't like a complete disaster. Like there are some stuff that Ricky Berwick was that it was funny, but most of it was just like disgusting. That basically like you don't want to see his content anymore. Really, I'm gonna say this right now. Basically, the only time you should probably see Ricky Berwick is only if you are just bored and you have nothing else to do but just watch his videos, and you may some stuff you may laugh, some you won't. Some of them may be adultish, some may be kids. That's the coolest thing about Ricky Berwick. He is basically there for almost about any kind of age, but mostly they're all adult. So basically, if you tried watching Ricky Rollrick in your kid age, if they are, well, not in their baby age, because let's go and be honest here, your baby's gonna probably cry about it because of his creepy face. But yet again, if you watch his videos, like say like I'm a race car and stuff like that, you would have a very good laugh at it. I'm pretty sure on one of his videos you might have. Like for example, my favorite part is when he was trying to do. Have you ever heard of the meme called Evil Patrick? Like, remember, like, with that first season of SpongeBob SquarePants, that SpongeBob was trying to get into, be with the jellyfish full time, and, he decided to become a jellyfish, so he did that, and also with, and also his best friend Patrick, he didn't accept it. So basically, what did Patrick's smart thing do? Try to capture SpongeBob and pretend that he was a jellyfish, and while you see that right there. Well done. The Sprinter Torino has been added to your collection and is available to drive. So thank you very much. But as I said before, Patrick is, there was like a face part of that episode that basically like Patrick, that was like the very first time that people would actually see Patrick with his little evil face. So I guess you could probably say, yeah, he looks pretty evil. He said, "I got you now, SpongeBob." I remember that part, but as I said, evil Patrick is more of a meme. Like, that would bring you back memories of when that,
listen, man, you're only gonna get so far in a stock ride.
It's more of like you... If you mess with Patrick, you pay the price. But there's been now more Patrick memes going on, such as like, if you might have looked at my Twitter, there was like a new one that just came out that everybody's now making fun of called Patrick's face. Like it goes like, "That's my friend SpongeBob, doesn't get his free lunch. Things are gonna get crazy." And basically his face looks so realistic and it looks so funny of how you see it. That basically I think the author of SpongeBob, I think he's doing a really good job keeping it, like, actually to keep it really original, because the past episodes, they were crap, but now with the new SpongeBob stuff coming out, especially with the 2015 and stuff like that, I think they really made a really good improvement with the new one. Especially they bring back bubble baths and what's that other stuff. Of course I don't look at it as much as like that anymore. But even so, I think it's still pretty good in my comparison. So yeah, I would recommend if.
Listen, there's a crew race you should be hitting. Check your map, head over, and take their bills off.
So, if you try to watch that episode of SpongeBob, I'm pretty sure y'all would laugh at it by the look of his face. Like, it actually looks like something that looks like that Patrick would get mad about, and how would his face look. So, if y'all haven't watched SpongeBob in a while, I would totally recommend you watching SpongeBob again. Especially with their season that they put out so far. Because unfortunately, they only make like very little episodes every 2 or 3 years, and they just put replays. Really, that's the thing I don't like about it, is basically they do a bunch of replays that it's basically getting old. So really, they should really keep, especially with if y'all remember back in 1998, my friend Butch Hartman, he decided to leave Nickelodeon again. Well, leave for good. He's not coming back. But there was only one season of the shows, and The Very Odd Parents is history. They're already done with it, so I guess it kind of does suck that there's no more SpongeBob, not SpongeBob, Very Odd Parents, because let's admit, The Very Odd Parents was actually pretty good, especially for that part of the time, and also it was very, Butch Hartman had really lots of good ideas, especially I like the old series that I watched. It was called Tough Puppy. I remember that when I was a little kid, and it was like so like, especially they used Terry Joyner. I don't know. I can't say it right. I'm a fucking idiot. But especially played it as Dudley Puppy, especially when they were he was still doing the series iCarly as well. Which that was really awesome. I mean, Nickelodeon had some awesome shows until they went downhill, and I still don't have an improvement for cartoons anymore. Honestly, the only time when I would watch cartoons is only anime, and basically I just rarely watch TV at all. I basically just watch is like older. The only time I would only watch older shows is on YouTube and stuff like that. Hashtag subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content. But there's like so much that you can do. It's on YouTube. That story time. I've been basically packing up everybody and supporting them, especially Planet Dolan. Planet Dolan, best crew. I wish I'd be with y'all right now. I really wish I do. Especially, you have seen a couple of my characters been, I guess you could probably say, pre-made by people. It's not because they want to, because I paid them. So I used every inch of money that I had just to get a little bit improvement off the good old Twitter page, and I guess it's okay. I guess 70, 79. I used to have like less than 50 before because I was very inactive, and then after that I started posting more Edition B stuff. I started posting more that I expect people they might want to see. So, and then after that, it just completely. So that's basically, I don't know how much people are going to be on it. Especially, I think most of the people who are in this channel right now watching, which by 18 minutes and 33 seconds, nobody's watching it according to that time. And I still really think that we could get more people in this channel, and also probably maybe a little bit sponsor Billy, but I don't really know what to sponsor yet, because especially I'm trying to stay with the trying to get paid for it, but honestly I don't even know how that really works whatsoever, because I don't know if I should just say contact them and say, hey, I'm a YouTuber and I would like y'all to be sponsored with y'all and stuff like that. I don't know how that works. I tried asking a few people how that might work, but honestly nobody really contacted me about that. And even so, I'd rather stay free at the best I can, because I mean, there are going to be times that I do need the YouTube money. For example, copyright station with the Apex Group. It was very, I just received a bunch of copyright stations from a lot of people. And I basically go like, dude, what part of I Use Nightcore songs you do not understand? Why is my name, the very last name says Nightcore on it? And why would you people think that basically that you would expect to work? But really it's just more of a situation between because here's here's how this works. Avex Group applied for a copyright server where basically they use their listed songs, and usually it would scan your video, like probably takes a couple hours to produce, and then after that it would go ahead and see it say a couple hours later after when it's supposed to say, oh, this video sounds like the same lyrics. So it doesn't lyrics analyzation. They don't even focus on the frequency or anything like that. If it has the same, if it already knows it has the same beat and the same lyrics, and then boom, the server will see this is you're using somebody else's content, and they'll copyright you and demonetize you with the video. So basically, how I go around that is basically I usually have to contact them through write a dispute saying, hey, this is remixed to the Nightcore. This is no longer your content. So, and guess what? That actually works, unfortunately. So basically all the songs I put on here, probably in our future videos, Nightcore, or that are copyright-free music. I'll probably make a complete list of what can I do, what can I not do. I'll probably put in requests such as Nightcore songs from whatever you want. Just send me just DM me on Twitter or private message me or email me. Whatever your perfect contact information, and all I think about of trying to get some I guess you could probably say some good, I don't know what to say anymore, but it's, yeah, just Nightcore songs requests. I don't really care. It just as long as it stays, as long as there's no cuss words and stuff like that, then really I don't really care whatsoever of what song you pick. And just as long as it's not dirty words. But honestly, I shouldn't really turn off this music, but even so, I really think it would not make any difference whatsoever, so I don't really care. But it's just, I guess you could probably say it's more of a battle between me against a bunch of companies that they want to take your money. It's basically that simple. Every sponsor is trying to get money, and basically each money they get is what they put in there, which that means monetizing your videos and stuff like that. So basically, the only way to tell them, to make them not do that, is really more of like, you need to tell them, just remix your music, do whatever it takes to monetize your video. If you actually think that basically that you own the video, and you did adjustments to it, like such, for example, if you hired the pitch, or you put less music on there, they have no chance, because it's not their music anymore, as they're part of being monetized. So I just have good tips for you. Whatever video you try to post, make sure that basically what song you pick, just make sure that it's something that YouTube's gonna take your money for. And usually, I really think that if we ever change the rules of YouTube, especially for future videos such as like PewDiePie and Boogie2988 coming to you live from the internet, that was really good. You would basically, I would say that, heck, I would bring monetization back, and whatever music videos they have, they get all paid equally, or they have to make a deal with the system, which basically saying, oh, everybody, I guess to say everybody gets their fair share. Like really, I think there should be like some kind of way to actually like say, hey, I realize you're using our content. Would you like to make a deal, or otherwise, we will. I guess we'll demonetize your video. I feel like that's something that's not even an option. Honestly, if you try to play their song whatsoever, the system will see it and go like, demonetization, system down, you're not getting any money out of it. And that actually kind of sucks for some people that like to listen to their music. I don't even know if this song is even gonna oh shit. Wow, I guess that was interesting. But yeah, with games like this, I really think that people should have their fair share, especially like, for example, because dude, they're sponsoring your content, but even so, YouTube is paying them. So basically, does it make sense that basically they should at least have the right to get a little bit of money out of it? Especially like they only get as like what, like I don't know what famous YouTubers get like for $1 million. I think it's like $1,000. $1,000 a month, maybe. I don't know how they make each month. It's just my guess, but and they also have to go through sponsors and stuff like that just to keep their YouTube channel alive. Even JonTron has started doing sponsoring with his videos, and he's not making very much content out of it. So if I ever get sponsored by people such as people that who are willing to take the effort to actually put time in it, then honestly, I would really think that this is a great idea. So honestly, it's whatever you think. If you actually think it's fair, then so be it. If you think it's fair, but if you think it's not fair, then it's so be it. It's not. I don't really think YouTube's ever gonna listen to us, even though that we make their videos and they make their money. And honestly, I don't even give a damn that basically if they monetize this video. It's more like if they just want to take, especially with that YouTube Red. Honestly, for people that who are using YouTube Red, they should be getting money from there. They're just trying to figure out each way to actually get hands on most of the money they can. Honestly, with how much people they make, and they actually pay people to do it, then honestly, especially if they're by Google. Fortunately, it used to be a one-time company, but now it's owned by Google. But I'm pretty sure you people already knew that. It's 2018. You would see it on Google every day now. So, but it's just something that I think it should be done by the people, because hey, we make your videos, and we also make. And that is how you're making your money. And that is how we're making our money too, for working for you. So actually kind of think of us as like employees. Think of us as like employees, and not like just some average user that actually gets to make videos. People make jobs out of this. And y'all are just gonna lower us down because of it? I don't really think so. I really think that with people like YouTube, I really think it's more of a I think it's more of a situation between Google and the YouTube company. And besides, have you heard that basically people that they're being sponsored by our news channel now? Yeah, but even so, I really think that if YouTube's gonna make money out of this, then that actually it's a company. They actually need to think of how people they make their videos. Like, for example, I'm not even close enough to get like, because the minimum that we can start with per video per view is like $10 per subscriber per month. So the more subscribers I get, the more people that who are willing to watch, the more people are willing to watch, and the more people are willing to watch, I get more money out of it. But I'm pretty sure you already know how that physics works, since maybe y'all do make YouTube videos, or it's just some random test that is just starting YouTube, especially with the people in Japan over there. By the way, congratulations on making it on the YouTube. Of seeing my videos if they understand English. But I think it is still a very good idea for people to actually do this. So
the lunatics have taken over. Taken over the asylum.
It's just more of a situation between the YouTube and the user. Oh, well, hey. Again. My frame went down really quick. I think it's because my computer's heating up. I gotta think of a new cooling solution for this. I'm probably gonna put in a new thermal paste on it, which is very easy to get. I'll probably get one of those high performance ones. But as I said, once this job gets it through, I'll probably go ahead and make YouTube videos and hoping to make better content soon. Especially I have this computer now, I'll be more willing to probably do story time, like use my character as an image and talk to y'all about this. But it's more like more like game time than anything else to me. So I just like to share my game time with you all. So and talk at the same time. Kind of been like therapy session. Oh my god, it's therapy. I don't know what I'm doing here anymore. But but even so, I really appreciate you guys subscribing. Especially me. Last time last time when I was here, I had 19. At least like a year ago, and actually now I have like what, 30 maybe. I really don't know what I keep up with my day anymore. So I guess you probably call it. That's probably call it more of a me time than anything else, because look at this, it's already 33 minutes on my, just turned 34 right now, and, there's still no people coming in as a live server, so, even so, I still see, people, if I didn't make that spin out, I almost lost money too. Well, thank goodness I got to the finish line before he did, so. Wait. Oh, I actually thought like it was gonna crash or something. It's just a little glitch, nothing special. But it does sound like the sound card's going on its limits right now, because I can because I can only hear is some of the, I can hear the music just fine, but with the engine sounds and stuff like that, it sounds like if you have 4 engines and stuff like that, it would just basically make a then after that, it would, and then some of the cars, it would not make sound at all, because it's already going between, I don't know how many limits. This channel, I think it has 16 channels, like comparing it, and especially has EAX 2.0, which by any chance, that's surround sound system. Especially this is a Mac Mini, it's not the sound card. I guess you can say it's nice. I mean, comparing it like to the 1990s, then basically, yeah, you're still, it's still better than using the game that it was here today. So, but there are a couple of things that it could change, like the sound and stuff like that. And the funniest part is I actually got this thing for $2. Like, for a game like this, I would never really expect it to go on Steam at all, because this thing came out in 2004, and they have it in Steam in 2018. So I was basically like, when I found this out, I go like, wow, because when I tried to find the PC version of it, it was like basically impossible to find. Like, I tried looking on eBay, I tried looking on Craigslist, I tried looking on Amazon, sold out, or that or never been heard of. So, but there was evidence that there was a PC version of it, and this was basically it. So, so I guess, thanks a lot, Steam. If you want to sponsor me, please, go ahead. But, yeah, but still, I think it's a really great game.
Hey, you doing good, bro? Alright.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and just upgrade the car now, since just get that done. So jump to the garage. See if we can put a little bit more upgrade to it. I think we can upgrade the, no, looks like we can. Okay, I think we're good on compound. Yeah, we're using the, yeah, we're using good compounds, so I guess I really think nothing too bad. The ABS Sport, or the Predator Spec 2, I think I really don't need that. Carbon fiber hood, we're good on that. Nothing really we need on the, so I think we already maxed out our, oh wait, nope, we forgot the pressure plate, which is the flywheel, sort of, racing disc. So this should make at least an acceleration improvement. Oh, looks like we never got the, yeah, I think we're good on the, turbo part of it. Yeah, we're good on turbo, we're good on intercooler. Let's see. We didn't have this, so the HVC tube coil, but it does not do anything, so spark plugs, we're good on spark plugs. I guess that's really all we can do to the car, so I can't see how much I really have. I think I have is like 18 grand, according to the one on there, so because I think this XSplit Gamecaster thing out of the way, because unfortunately I cannot remove that until I actually buy the product, so it was more like, oh, get it now, or you don't, you put this on, or you don't get to use it, so it's more like, I have to go through that, you know, but probably once I get the job, I think it'll start getting more, probably better quality and stuff like that, so, but anyways, how much, oh, I'm still trying to get used to the controls here, so, it's very, okay, so, sell the car for 210 grand. But really, I don't want to get rid of the Terreno. So let's just see what options we got. So especially we got new cars. We got the RX-7 R1, which is the FD. We have the Sprint A. We unlocked the Alexis, so that's an option. But with the 5-speed SE, I wonder what's our can we move this? I guess not. Yeah, nothing on the keyboard. But it looks like this one's a natural aspirated. Then this one's the regular, which is a 3.0. Okay, really? I don't know why they made a second edition, because especially there's no power improvements. Anything on the golf side? Yeah, it looks like we can now get the GLI, which is the 2.8 liter model. We can get the BR6, but I don't. The only time I'm gonna buy that is only if there's power going through it, or maybe the Golf. Because the GTI is a 1.8 liter turbo, it's still pretty high, so I would give it. I'll give it a little thumbs up for that, but especially with the BR6 is a naturally aspirated SOHC engine, unfortunately, but I can still get the 1.8 liter turbo with a 20 valve inline 4 with a DOHC engine, or that, or I can get the this car, Toyota. I get the MR2 Spider, which unfortunately that's crap. No matter how much how you customize it, especially with the 2004 model, you're more likely to go ahead and just spend your money on a better car. You'd rather spend your money on the Celica GTS than this. Because when you try driving with that thing, handling, pretty good. I cannot say anything wrong with the handling, but once you try to go ahead and try to race with that thing, it's more of like, it's either life or death. It's either like you lose money or death. Because no matter like how much power you put into it, the top speed will only go to a certain max amount, especially when you put a body kit on there, which is not very active, unfortunately, because this puts in active results and you expect us to put a body kit on it? No, thank you. Like, that's kind of been the suckiest part about it, is basically, like, no matter how much power you put into it, it's like, you either get that or you get nothing. So, it kind of sucks that way, but this one has a 24 valve. Twin scroll turbine. So V3, I don't even know what my scientific, I think that means Evo 8, Evo 9, and then this is the Evo 8. I don't really know. The Evo, I know there was, the latest one I know we have is the Evo 10. So I guess this one is the Evo 8. And then I think this one's the Evo 9. But I just like about the Evo is everything. DOHC, 16 valve inline 4 2.0 liters twin scroll turbine. It's basically a 6 horsepower difference, so honestly, no matter how much horsepower you put into it, it's a beast. But still, I would still get the Skyline if I ever unlock it in this game. I unlocked it in my GameCube version of the game, and that thing's great. Like 2.6 liter intercooled twin turbo. Well, do you know how much I can get on my Skyline? Can you guess. The B-Spec 2 Nuremberg, it says Nur, but it means for Nuremberg. It will go up to 1,000, most likely. Which is incredibly high, especially for a racing game like this. So I was like, like that big, like, because I know like original Skyline would not go that fast unless if you put like heavy modifications to it. So I basically just go like, hey, let's go ahead. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get to a section race because I just want to follow what it actually says on it. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the fastest one, especially with my 384 horsepower engine, but with the lightweight and everything, I think it should be like a 500 horsepower car, mostly, if I use the NOS, which is, I have a full tank, as you may have saw earlier, but even so, it's a really... And do you know what the suckiest part about this game is? Basically, once you run out of cars to unlock, there's really nothing else you can really do but just improve yourself in the race, because that's the reason why I put so much points into this game as possible, because the more points you get in the game, the more you can unlock in an event, which is like more like, hey, if you drift and do all that stuff, you're more likely to earn money at this point. So it's just more like you have to race, you have to go and race, and you have to go and race with better skills, or you're basically just left with nothing else, and you can't improve until you get to the next race. Which unfortunately, once you get into the very last race in this game, the very last series in this game, it is hard, like, especially when you have to go on a mountain, trying to drive around that mountain. There's so many corners you have to go into, especially in the mountain corners, which is basically like you have to step on the brake the whole time. And also, with the other cars, they are, like, better than you. And usually you have to pick out the right car to do it, or otherwise you're more... And you have to pick out the right compound tires and everything, or otherwise you're more likely to understeer and spin out. But thank goodness with this car, this one has oversteer, because it thanks to its light body. So, and you're probably wondering why, how am I able to get through that, especially with this sunlight glaring at you. But honestly, I know what the track's like, so I think that kind of I think that light just kind of blurred me a little bit, but yeah, that's something best not to go through. But just have to deal with that one more time, and then after that, it's I just go through it. Just make sure my eyes don't. Make sure my eyes just don't. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh man, yeah, that's bright. That's bright. I never expected to be a racing game to have it this bright. That's very, very bright. But let's go ahead and get our prize. Go ahead and bet the highest bidder. Because highest bidder, I am more likely you're going to get more parts. And the more likely you're going to get parts, you're going to get a better car. And the more likely you get a better car, you're more likely to go ahead and get a hot wife while you're at it. Because you can get girlfriends in this game, and there have been some videos that girls actually dancing sexually, excuse me, my accent, but seductively. So, and the more you try to, and the more likely you win, the more they'll take off. In a video, like they start off with their regular sexy clothing, then they go down little by little. So honestly, for people that who have played Street Racing Syndicate, you actually know when you try to go through that through your childhood, you say, all right, what's the point of this? But actually now, if you try playing this, you go like, oh yeah, something like that. So it's very like, yep, I remember that. That was beautiful. So, and I actually tried looking for the ladies in the racing game, and they're actually their bodies, the body and the lady exist. Actually, those people that you see in the game, they are actually actual people. If you try looking them up, you would see them like a lot older than you actually think. But with the game, with them as for being like, oh, in this game, one of the ladies is actually 21, and then after that, once you play the game, it's just, and when you try looking them up on either on Twitter or Facebook, you say, and this is actually an actual picture, actually, and they have said that they were on Street Racing Syndicate. They actually said that they are a model and they are Street Racing Syndicate models, which I don't know if people actually still play this game, but even so, it's very interesting. So.
Yo, G.
Okay, I think I'm going to end and having enough, you guys. I may be thinking about coming back later. Just I'm really exhausted, especially my back's still hurting. If you might have saw my video yesterday, but yeah, it still hurts a heck of a lot. So I'll probably start doing now is probably do the thing that basically it says, okay, I'll be starting in 1 hour and stuff like that, and I'll probably expect y'all to see it. Probably, maybe a lot of people. I think I'll go ahead and set up a schedule, probably starting tomorrow, probably start around 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow. I'll go ahead and set that up for tomorrow, so at least everybody knows that, hey, I'm going in tomorrow, because especially when people who are busy and stuff like that, they only see, like, me going in, but definitely do it next time. And next time we'll probably play something a little bit better, like, sorry about my minute too, but we'll go ahead and try to continue this later on. By the way, I want to give out a huge thanks to Jesse Cat for that perfect art. I don't know if y'all guys still seen it, but I still want to give it out a huge shout out to her, especially with her doing some awesome